The next topic is analysis of algorithm. Now, what is mean by analysis of algorithm? Analysis of algorithm is nothing but compare the algorithms mainly in terms of running time, but also in terms of other factors like memory, then developer efforts, operating system. These factors also consider while performing the analysis of algorithm. Now, it is a technique that is used to measure the performance of algorithm. Mainly, the speed is the only one parameter determined while performing analysis of algorithm. There are some other factors like friendliness, security, maintainability, and usage space that determine the quality of algorithm. But space and time means speed, are the metrics used to measure the performance of algorithm. Now, is it necessary to do the analysis of algorithm? Yes. For example, consider an example that you want to go from one city A to another city B. Then there are many ways you can do this. You can use flight, you can use bus, train, or by bicycle. But depending on the availability and convenience, you can select one that suits us, that suits you. Similarly, in computer science, there are multiple algorithms available for solving the same problem. For example, if you want to do the sorting of numbers, there are lots of algorithm available like insertion sort, quick sort, bubble sort, merge sort. Then which algorithm is good, that you can do by analysis of different algorithm. So this algorithm analysis helps us to determine which algorithm is more efficient in terms of time and space. Before going to this time and space complexity, there is one term called as frequency count. What is mean by this frequency count? Consider this one statement. Okay, now we have to determine the amount of time required by this statement in terms of clock time. Clock time means the clock time which is in system or inbuilt clock of the system. By using that clock, how much time system requires to execute this instruction. But this is not possible because there are some terms that are always dynamic for the machine or for the system. What are that terms? That is clock frequency. Clock frequency of machine is clock frequency of machine get vary machine by machine. If you are using a high processor machine, then the clock frequency of that machine is different, and the machine which use the lower processor, that machine's clock frequency is different. So we cannot measure the execution time of the given statement as per the clock frequency. Then instruction set, as per the processor, instruction set also get vary, and depending on machine which type of processor used by machine, the instruction set get varies. Then kind of operating system, so these are the factors. Due to these factors, we cannot calculate the amount of time required by a statement in terms of clock. So the performance of algorithm is measured in terms of frequency count. See how. Frequency count is nothing but the count that denotes how many times a particular statement is executed. So it is totally independent of machine, totally independent of clock frequency, then instruction set and operating system. What we need to do? We need to count the statement executions, how many times that statement get executed. Okay, example, this is the function that is fun, void fun. In that function there are three statements. Now from that three statements we have to identify the statements which are executable. So first statement is executable? No, it is a declarative statement because we are declaring the integer, we are declaring variable of integer type. Second statement, we are initializing value to that variable, so it is a executable statement. How many times it get execute only one time. The next statement is printing the value in variable a. This is the um, C++ program statement for printing the variable value C out a. So this statement get executed only one time. So how many times the executable statements get executed in given program? That is 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, that is 2. So frequency count for this function is 2. Second example, again there is a function that is 1, in that the number of statements there. From that statements you have to identify executable statement. So first statement is executable, it executes only once. Second is for loop. Now see here how many times this for loop will execute. This for loop will execute from 0 to n. Okay, from 0 to n, for which the condition is true, and one time for false. How? See here, if n value is 3, consider n value is 3, so I value from 0 to 2, this statement will get executed. Okay, now when I value becomes 3, okay, so here condition is 3 less than 3. 3 less than 3, condition is false, but still we are executing this for loop. So how many times this for loop will get execute? 0 to 2, that is 0, 1, 2, 3 times, and 1 for false condition, that is I is equal to 3. So it will execute 0, 1, 2 and 3, that is 4 times. That's why this for loop will execute n plus 1. N is 3 plus 1, that is 4. 4 times it will execute. Okay. Then under for loop there is one statement, that is a is equal to a plus I. How many times this statement will execute? This statement will execute if the condition in for loop is true. Condition in for loop is true. How many times the condition in for loop get true? It is true for n times. So this statement will execute n times. The next statement is print the value of a, which is out of the for loop, so it will execute only one time. So how many times these all instructions are get executed? It get executed 1 plus n plus 1 plus n plus 1, that is 3 plus 2n. This is called as frequency count. So next is time complexity. What is mean by time complexity? The amount of time required by an algorithm to execute is called as time complexity of the algorithm. Now, how to find out the time complexity? For that we need to identify the basic operations, that is the instructions which are executable, that we have already seen in counting FC. Then once you get the executable instruction, find out the FC for that basic operation, that is frequency count. Once you get the frequency count, consider the higher order of magnitude, okay, of the given polynomial equation, that is in FC, and express it in terms of big O notation. Express it is in big O notation. This is the asymptotic notation that we will see in next few slides. Okay. So how to calculate time complexity? Identify executable instruction. For that executable instruction, find out frequency count, and from that frequency count, which is in polynomial form, consider the higher order magnitude of that FC and express that it into big O notation. So see the example, previous one example. Here we get the equation frequency count as 3 plus 2n. Now from this polynomial equation you have to consider the higher order magnitude, that is 2n. Okay, and we have to express that it in terms of big O. While expressing in terms of big O, ignore the constant value of that higher order magnitude. So ignore this 2. So your time complexity is big O of n. This is called as time complexity. These are some other examples here. First is for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. This will execute, because this is the first for loop, it will execute n plus 1 time. N times for true condition and 1 time for false condition. Then next again for loop. This is the inner for loop, that is within the I for loop. So this statement will execute n times. Okay, this statement will execute n times, and because this is for loop, it will execute n plus 1. So this j for loop will execute n into n plus 1. Understood? See here why this is n type, because it is within the first for loop. So within the for loop, statements will execute n times. So here n, and because that statement is for loop, so for loop execution time is n plus 1. So the execution time for this for j for loop is n into n plus 1. Then next is, it's a constant, it will take 1 time. Again for loop. Now this for loop is under I, then under j. So it will execute n time, that is n into n time. And again this is for loop, so it will execute n plus 1. K is under 2 for loops, so for that 2 for loop there are 2 n's, and because this is again for loop statement, it will execute n plus 1 time. So it is n square into n plus 1. After that there is one statement. So how many times this statement will execute? It is under I for loop, j for loop, and then k for loop. Every statements get execute n times. So this statement will execute n into n, that is n cube times. So total frequency count is n plus 1 into n plus 1 plus n into n plus 1 plus n square into n plus 1 plus n cube. This is FC, 2n cube plus 3n square plus 2n plus 1. Now from the FC you have to consider the higher order magnitude, that is 2n cube, and represent it in form of big O notation. So big O, ignore constant, that is 2, and take the remaining part, that is n cube. So big of n cube. This is the time complexity for given example. Same as for example 2, just check that how it comes as a big of n yourself.